We're born in the moonlight. Ain't no fair to say. Can't breathe in the sunlight.
Hello, aromas. I'm listening beautifuls. This is Aromie here, and welcome back to Red Embrace Hollywood. We are here after deciding very strongly which choice I actually pick, and I'm just gonna stick to the one where we decided to say, "Do you want me to pull you out of the situation?" Which I know he was gonna say no to that. The pause that stretched on between us began to feel a little awkward, like there was something unspoken hanging in the air. Heath, the date has been switched to... Ah, Michiko. Who is this? Is it Charisse or Marcus? At that moment, an authoritative voice sharply addressed us from behind. Oh, hi Charisse. There stood Charisse, along with some kind of agent tending her side. When she saw us together, initial surprise on her face quickly shifted to a certain satisfaction. Charisse! I intended to speak with Heath about a brief matter, but how remarkably... What the fuck? Her glasses. Remarkably convenient that you're here as well, Michiko. With a slightly too pleased smirk, Charisse adjusted her glasses, peering at me approvingly. Now that I consider you are a fine candidate to assist in the task we were about to discuss, I thought I already had another task to do. The prospect of whatever Charisse was referring to made Heath perk up, his eyes darting between the two of us. Oh, fuck, are you serious? I mean, Heath's in this one, so I guess I should take it. You're sending me on a job with Heath. I'd be happy to. What did you have in mind? I guess I'm happy, because I'll get to be with Heath. It's quite simple and straightforward, even leisurely, really. You accompany Heath to a party at the abattoir. It's nothing tremendous, merely a small gathering of influential people enjoying the regular debauchery. A diplomatic agent of mine recently abandoned her post, not to join the enemy, but to live out a delusional fairy tale. Oh, so I don't need to worry about that mission? She's trying to believe that she's still human. Ugh, Charisse didn't like that answer. When Heath quietly interjected, Charisse gave him a sharp glance, followed by a nod. Normally, I wouldn't waste my time on retrieving her, except for the fact that she is endangering our secrecy. She disguises herself as a human and engages in these parties, but if she makes one slip up around them, then the ensuing mess will be a ridiculous hassle, and celebrities who know too much can't simply be disposed of. I mean, she's eventually got to eat blood, right? So figure out her disguise and report that information to me. My agents will intercept her later. Okay, I guess. That shouldn't be a problem, especially with Heath's help. What are you going to do with her? That almost seems too easy. What's the catch? Well, it shouldn't be a problem with Heath's help. Oh, of course, you can trust the two of us. Okay, yeah. Oh, of course, you can trust the two of us to uncover her. I should hope that two vampires can accomplish such a simple objective, although there may be a minor complication. I don't know what she looks like. Well, it is no Herculean, I don't know, task to pick out a vampire from a group of mortals. Iskari are rather skilled at camouflaging themselves. Oh, you have to pay particular attention to the body languages and attitudes of the guests. It is a useful skill for a young Iskari like yourself to acquire, and this will be the perfect opportunity. Heath can also instruct you on a unique ability that our house members usually develop. In the future, it may service you well. This is cool. Thank you for letting me bring her along, Charisse. Yes, well, it's always a pleasant surprise when the most practical decision turns out to be enjoyable, isn't it? She briskly replied to Heath while adjusting her glasses, glancing at him for only a moment. The party's date has been changed to the day after tomorrow, so there's plenty of time for you to find the whereabouts of my other agent beforehand, Michiko. Oh, so there's two agents. Okay. I'll be expecting your report soon. Good evening, the two of you. Alright, bye. After gesturing to the attentive man beside her, Charisse nodded once to me, then to Heath before striding towards the exit. Quiet murmurs spread throughout the bar after she left. Suddenly, it felt like most of the patrons were staring at me, scrutinizing me. What the fuck, man? Just talking to her apparently made me the center of attention. Well, it seems like the start of your mentorship won't be so bad, will it? Heath lightly nudged his shoulder against mine, bringing my focus back to him. The perfect little job to get us comfortable with each other and to introduce you to Hollywood. Isn't it funny how everything works out? I guess. I can't wait. It's going to be like a mini vacation. It seems too good to be true, doesn't it? I don't really like the sound of that job. It seems too good to be true, doesn't it? I can't blame you for being skeptical. The world trains us to be suspicious of too much luck. But I'm grateful for it, and I think we both deserve a little luck anyway. He flashed me a warm, reassuring grin, one of his slender fangs glinting in the light from above. Hey bartender, you planning to run your mouth off with that girl all night, or are you gonna make us drinks? A rowdy group, the same one who'd been laughing in the corner earlier, stumbled up to the bar, shouting towards Heath. Oh, well, I guess this is it. I'll be right there, he replied to them quietly, his voice barely loud enough to carry over the sound of chatter. Well, you better fucking be. Yeah, neutral ground my ass, Mavar getting ignored to shit. Oh, come on, fam. As the group loudly grumbled at the other end of the bar, he turned back to me, biting his lower lip. I wanted to talk a little more about your dreams and your new life, but I guess we'll have time soon enough. I've just never been very patient, you see. He hesitated for a second or two, his gaze falling to my feet, then drifting back to my face. I'll meet you at the club the day after tomorrow, around 11:30, and then we'll make you ready for the real nightlife of Hollywood. Okay. I'll be there. Enjoy the rest of your night, Heath. Until then, don't miss me too much. The nightlife isn't ready for me. I'll see you around. That is so sassy. But no, I'll be there. Enjoy the rest of your night, Heath. It'll be hard once you're gone, but I'll do my best. Bye. I'll miss you. I'll probably miss him more than he'll miss me, to be honest. Leaving my seat at the bar, I stepped towards the door, getting ready to walk back into the cool night. Out of the corner of my eye, I could see them of our group watching me go, their gazes locked to my back. Oh, and Michiko? When I glanced over my shoulder, he flashed me a playful wink. Bring a swimsuit. But I can't swim. Hopefully MC knows how to swim. After his comment, he smoothly turned away, busying himself making drinks. Does this club have a pool? I left the bar with the last curious remark echoing in my ears. Clearly, Heath was no stranger to the type of party we're going to attend. Cherise probably sent him on these missions regularly. Do I need to swim to, escape? Whatever lay in store for me at that club, I had a feeling it would be interesting, to say the least. I guess I need a swimsuit. I need money, bro. How am I getting paid? I spent the rest of the night mingling with mortals, curious about my new skills. Immediately, I noticed that people treated me in a different way. No matter what I said, it seemed much easier to persuade them, like my words had a magical effect. And sometimes when I made eye contact with a nearby human, they started to look almost mesmerized. Was this part of my power? But as I toyed with my persuasive talents, I noticed something unsettling. Every time I tried to charm someone, I lost all sense of self for a split second. It was like I only existed through their eyes in their world, and my heart felt like an empty, hollow shell. Are they using me as much as I'm using them? That's powerful. I'd have to be careful with my abilities, because if I strained them too hard, that disturbing feeling might stick in my mind permanently. That's sad. Finally, as I began heading back to the hotel, a fresh hunger stirred in my gut. Sunrise was still an hour off, so I could feed from a human if I wanted to. Oh, I could feed off a human? I don't want to. I'm drinking from a blood pack. I shook my head. I wasn't ready to drink from another living thing. I just drank a leftover blood pack from my fridge. It didn't satisfy me nearly as much as warm blood, but it would have to do. I'm not going to do it if I don't need to. Especially if I have a blood pack, I'm just going to use that. If I don't have any more, I'll go for a human. By the time I returned to my hotel room, settling in for the night, everything was beginning to feel more natural. It was still bizarre to think I'd been turned into a blood-sucking pretty corpse, but I realized something important. I could use my house to better understand myself. My house didn't have to define my nature. Honestly, I feel like even though we're all in Iskari, that we're all different. I don't really see similarity between Charisse and I. I don't think my house has to define my nature. Although my Iskari blood reflected my personality, I didn't need to conform to it. I had to follow my mind and desires and do what I wanted, not just what my blood wanted me to do. Well, even in the afterlife, I'm very rebellious. As morning crept closer, I curled up on the bed to hide away from the sun. I resolved to keep that promise. What promise? After all, undead or not, the week wouldn't last long in Hollywood. Reminds me of the Post Malone song, Hollywood's Bleeding. The night sky flickered past outside my car window, its stars almost invisible through all the light pollution. I was on my way to South Los was gonna say South Los Santos. Because I've been watching too much GTA roleplay. South Los Angeles, courtesy of Charisse's driver. He never said a word, which was slightly unnerving, but the circumstances didn't really lend themselves to small talk. Only a few days ago, Marcus and I had taken the same sedan to the Hollywood Heights Hotel. And now, here I was riding it again, rolled out like a bowling ball from Charisse's fingertips. Unlike my previous mission, I hadn't been given a lot to go on. All I knew was the description of Charisse's agent, a Latina, Ascari blood, gray suit with blue shirt, appeared in her mid-30s. She'd gone missing a few days ago, and even though Charisse said the agent usually took lengthy vacations, I had a bad feeling about this. Oh my gosh, she's gonna be dead. Before long, the sedan pulled over to a seemingly random point on the street. Of course, the driver didn't say anything, but I could guess that this was my drop-off point. Alright, where the fuck am I? I left the car for the streets of South LA, wondering how exactly to start my search. Asking around wouldn't be a bad idea, though most of the people passing by looked pretty unsavory. I could also try to track her down myself if there were any traces left of her scent. My best bet was probably to go watch a movie. Ask around for info about the agent, look for any clues or signs of struggle, try to track her scent. I don't think her scent's probably long gone by now. I don't think I want to bring suspicion to myself by asking for info, so I'm gonna look for clues. If she'd been attacked, there might have been some clue left behind. It was a long shot, but it might be worth a try. I combed through the streets and alleys, trying to find anything that would give me a hint of the agent's whereabouts. But there was nothing to be found besides litter, grime, and general human misery. I'd had to take a different approach, maybe something more suited to my Ascari talents. Fuck, I gotta talk to someone then. I wandered back to my starting point, mulling over what to try next. I asked for info about the agent. Rumors and potential witnesses were probably my best bet. I really didn't want to because I didn't want to draw suspicion to myself. I'd have to remember I was dealing with mortals, though. I wasn't sure if that made things easier or harder. I wandered around for a little while, talking to a few people who seemed like they hung out on the street. Prostitutes, pimps, dealers, the homeless. But most of them weren't willing to talk, and the ones that did talk hadn't seen the agent. Just as I was starting to get frustrated by my string of failures, someone on the street caught my eye. A middle-aged man leaning on the wall outside a storefront, his eyes intently flicking over the people passing by. He looked like the type of guy who probably drove a white van with tinted windows and carried chloroform in his back pocket. But with that keen stare, he might have seen something. Hey dude, you got infos? Without pausing to reconsider my questionable decision, I quickly approached him. Well, hello there, honey. Don't call me honey, the fuck. The man's eye roamed over my face, crawling down my body. Ugh. Judging from his eager, predatory smile, I probably wasn't dealing with some pleasant gentleman out for smoke. You know what? If he fucks me, I'm gonna just bite him, alright? Hello, you look a little lonely over here all by yourself. Hey, I was wondering if I can ask you a question. I'm looking for a Latina in her mid-30s. Gray suit, blue shirt. You've seen her? I don't know. Let's go with the little lonely thing. Oh, I'm very lonely. You must be too. Yeah, sure. The man chuckled, raising his eyebrows. If we were both lonely, maybe we should get to know each other a little better. I think this is the power of Ascari, right? To like be able to persuade much better. Oh god, I can't do this. Before we do, have you seen my friend, a Latina in her mid-30s, gray suit, blue shirt? Maybe, maybe not. He shrugged, a slippery grin stretching over his face. I'll only spill the beans once we're somewhere nice and cozy and private. You have a place somewhere here, nice and cozy? Because this place look real cold and ranky. Why don't you look into my eyes and tell me a little more right now? Sure, but won't you tell me first? You know, I don't hate myself enough to do this. Bye. I gotta do it for the job. If Heath was given this job, he would do it, okay? At first, the man only chuckled, leaning in close enough for me to smell the bitterness of his breath. But slowly, bit by bit, his greedily glimmering eyes grew vacant. He stared at me, transfixed, a jaw open and drooling. It was like his mind had just turned to putty in my hands. Pretty girl like that passed by a couple nights ago. He spoke in a slurred, halting murmur, as if the words were slowly leaking from his mind. I followed her into a dead-end alley over there, but she disappeared. Maybe went sewers. Seemed like following someone. Oh, I hope she ain't following it. Cause bitch, I don't know if you can float too. The man trolled up slowly, falling into a silent daze. His blank stare made him seem like a machine waiting for input. Good, that's all I need to hear. See, that wasn't so hard now, was it? Bye, you sleazy fuckball. My answer right there. Bye. I turned away from him to glance at the alley he'd pointed to not far off. But when I began to walk towards, I heard a grunt of confusion behind me. What the hell was... Hey! What did you just do to me? Nothing. But I ignored the angry shout directed at my back, figuring it was best to leave him wallowing in his own slime. That hypnosis. I hadn't even done it consciously. It was more like instinct. It was a powerful ability, no doubt about that. If I kept practicing it, I could probably get anything I want out of mortals. Weaker-willed ones, anyway. Is that how I don't have to pay for anything? Look at a 7-Eleven guy and be like, hey, you're gonna give me these wings for free. And this slushie. When I reached the alley, I realized why the man thought the agent had disappeared. It was very much a dead end, except for the manhole leading to the sewers. If the agent was chasing someone or running from someone, it seemed like a perfect escape route. Alright, into the sewers I go, I guess. Let's hope I find the Ninja Turtles. Knowing I had to be on the right track, I grabbed the manhole cover and easily yanked it off. A damp, smelly darkness yawned at me from below, but unfortunately it seemed like the only way forward. Oh shit, I'm over time. Oh, it's a little hi, you look like you're from Google. After clambering down, Google as in like Google, like type in mouse or rat ping. Not because it's in the Google company. I don't think they would do. After clambering down the ladder, I stepped off the bottom rung into murky, shallow water. And this is actually where I'm going to stop for today's episode, because I have plenty more things to record. But I'm very excited about this gameplay. By the time you guys all see this, I would probably already read the comments to see if you guys wanted me to play Marcus and Randall's route. So I'm gonna assume you guys want me to, but I'm not gonna be like too assuming, just in case. I don't know, even if like you guys tell me not to, and if I do find this game interesting, I'll probably go on the other routes. Anyway, thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.